Welcome to the Global Channeling Practice. It is January 25th, 2023, and we are going to begin with some light language. So, Wendy, would you like to get us started?
Yes, because the energies are buzzing around me right now. See who comes through, shall we? Anaranyarakuyanara kahiyana nararahu. Anahayara kahuyana mara. Akahiyana nakahara. Hara. Hara. Unyarakayan Rakayan Narakari Arapatakuira Nara. Ha ha. Unyarataran Yarataha. And so it is. I was hearing that that's the Hathors. They are providing toning primarily for these new frequencies and energies. As you know, they're always coming in stronger and stronger. As our frequencies are getting higher and Mother Gaia's energies are getting higher, we must meet these frequencies. If not, certainly everyone knows the result. It's either difficulty or stepping out into the new energies in a new light body, shall we say. And that's all they gave me.
Beautiful. Okay, I'll go next. Tia zukotia hitia kotia zayetia. Zikatea usayatia kuaya sia kutue here sukotaya ye sukutoya tia yuko. You are all on the enlightenment path. Sukotoya ye yatuko. I see that you have set forth for yourselves. Sukoto hazia kia yoko tukoya tukwa yasi here sukoto yaku suko. Trust that you are in alignment with this. Sukotoyai, Sukotoyai, Sikaya Yiko, all is in divine order. Sukotoyai titia, Wosakatia, Hazia Koyaya, Sukoyo Sukoto, you are greatly supported by us of the higher realms. Sokotoya tia ziwa, Sakita Yatukua, Yatiti, Hiasikia Yokoa, Yasikia, Yoto, Hiasiakia Wukua. We are the Lyran Council. Sokoto, Ayasia, Tokoto, Ayatia, Hiasia, Hia, Toko, here to assist you and all humanity. Sokoto, Hia, Sikoto, Yasikaya, To, as you raise your vibration higher and higher. Sokoto, to more easily connect with us. Embrace your lion heart. Blessings. So Barbara or David, would you like to go next?
Sutotaka hiahana hatokoshi. Kiki manata hatakatia kohaki hanachi. Kiki yashata hashuchukusha. Kahana hitiata kotaki. Kihada hatakuno madaka. Kiki yata koshuda. Kiki hatakana. Hitiata hagashadi. Ida tokorota. Ida. Blessings.
Blessings.
All right. Ask for your message, interpretation, and see what you hear. And then tell us.
Me?
Yeah.
So listen, think of what I was here,
I know, but just ask. Just say, I'm asking for the interpretation. And then tell us what you hear.
just something regarding blessings for the whole community, the whole world, with love and appreciation for who you are and for what you stand for. Blessings from all of us to you. Something. Is that what you got?
Yay!
Very nice.
That just, when you said that, it's like, what? That's, I got chills. That just came through.
I gave me the chills. When you translated it, I was like, yes.
Yeah, it's all about just setting your intention. Yeah.
What's been happening is, my niece was over and we were talking about a subject. I can't remember what it was about. So I was explaining to her about it. My higher self came in and I felt her. And it's almost like I was standing back but the words are coming out of my mouth that I was standing back. Somebody else was saying them. When I dawned on me what was going on, it stopped. So as my higher self came through to explain to her stuff that I couldn't explain, it's almost like she dropped the ball on me. So I had to continue with the transmission to keep explaining everything to her.
That's
awesome. Well, that's
That's
interesting.
cool.
So when I asked, they said yes. It's my higher self. So that was interesting. That's why I want to get back into doing channeling, because I haven't been practicing. And something's telling me I need to.
Well, I mean, you saw how easily you connected for that translation. And before you would be like, I don't know what I'm saying. So that's a huge step. It literally gave me chills, like, yes, truth bumps.
I got chills too. I was like, ugh.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Thank you for asking me to do that.
You're welcome. They telepathically give me these messages, so they just blurp out of my mouth.
Oh, I'm kind of crying here.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
that was awesome.
Release. Clearing. La, 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 la. Dave, do you have any light language?
No, I do. Where is it?
Where is it? It needs to come on out. Come out and play, light language of David.
In your soul.
Okay. Tell me some intentions you want me to do.
For spring to come early.
Yeah. Health and youthful divine blueprint. Yellow green.
Ashanzu kuraha. Nihelakur sahara. Shastanzara nihaki. Matarazan zora. Kayara haru. Iska haniewa. Mahalani enete kuskaisa sasu kuskae. Itaria tiaraha. Nihekikia maharukuruska. Etarazera ha mahalukskuiskiwa. Etanaze nehakukiamaha. Look to the east, connect to Mother Earth. Mahalakishka oto oshinji. Mahala aniewa. Tera shakukushinji. Mahala akiki sen love. Tara kushkushki nehemaha. Etara sunjuku ku nehama a urokushku tukura kimaha. The winds are high. Tara usukushkayine. Mahala urukishki neha. Te mahakusko ya. Nehra tukashki kienaha. Love and light. So be it. So it is. Any messages with that one? It was like, it seemed like it was talking about the weather or something going on with the atmosphere.
The winds. The winds are high. I don't know if you remember saying that, but
I'm surprised at the east, though. There's a lot of stuff going on in the west, but it said the east.
well, you know, there's a lot of I don't know. I mean, prayers like for Native Americans, they always start in the east. You always start in the east, and then you go east, and then you just rotate around the, you know, around the wheel. So it's east, south, west, north. And then obviously you've got your, you know, your east, south, and then your southwest, and, you know, the in-between spots as well. You know, northeast and northwest, etc. But there's in, I don't know if it's in the Hindus or I don't know, but I think they also start with the east. That's like where they do their prayers, as they face the east. So so that's, yeah, that's really good. Now you also should ask, who am I getting my message from after you get your message? Because I feel like they want to tell you.
Angels, the elements, universal love. Connections to the past. Yeah, that's it right now.
Yeah, see? Isn't that interesting? Like, I feel like they're like, hey, you guys are ready to like do the next step, and you have to like trust yourself. And it's after you started, I thought in my mind, self-doubt, because I think that there's times where we still like doubt ourselves. And I know that my team has been saying, okay, we're done playing the self-doubt game with me. Like, they're like, stop it. So I have been saying to myself, like, if something starts to come up, then I'll say, I'm sorry, ego, we're not playing the self-doubt game anymore. And I trust that the information I'm getting is truth. It's truth. So then I'll just like write down whatever it is I was thinking. You know, if I'm doing my notes or whatever, or if I was in my meditation and something comes to me. And so now I'm like, okay, I understand that, like, when these ideas pop into my head, that it's somebody channeling a message to me. So, and usually I'll say, oh, my team. They don't necessarily always have to be my team per se, because with us being tuned into these higher, especially our group, and there's probably many people who watch us who have this as well, but who are hitting those higher levels of frequency. And as you're hitting those higher levels of frequency, you are being connected in with your own higher self more and more readily. Like, you don't have to think about it, because you are your own self as you're speaking. That makes sense.
Another level of beings too. If you're raising in higher dimensions, you're going to be able to
right, because then you're going to be able to hear those other beings if you're getting higher, because what they have to do typically to reach us, you know, if you're talking about seventh, eighth, ninth, I mean, usually you hear seventh dimension, ninth dimension. I don't know, we don't hear eighth dimension too often. 12th dimension, you know, we hear those dimensions a lot. Fifth dimension even, and sometimes fourth dimension, but we hear, you know, we hear 5, 7, 9, and 12 more than anything else. And whenever we're connecting to them, they have to come down to us, right? And we have to raise our frequency to meet them. And so a lot of times why we weren't hardly hearing the messages is we were way down here and they're like, oh, tap, tap, tap. Oh, and then they'd have to go back, because it's really difficult being in our density to keep that connection for very long. Or it's just not comfortable for them, right? They don't like it. It's easier to be like, hey, could you like come up here a little bit? So when you hop up, then it's easier to make that connection. And so since we have been getting higher and higher and higher, and we're maintaining, especially after this last year, like we all of us hit like I had a frequency jump. So we all might have been here, but now we're here, even though it's probably outside of the body wherever we're connecting. But nonetheless, you get my point, right?
Yeah.
Greetings. I am Delia. How is everybody doing?
Delia.
Delia,
Wonderful.
yes, that is me.
Wonderful. Lovely to speak with you today.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Lovely to speak with you today. What messages do you want to share with us?
I'd like to share that everything is coming along slowly but surely. Everything is going to be moving forward and faster, as you all know, that this time everything's going to be having a lot of changes and a lot of things coming up for everybody to see and to hear that have never seen or heard what was going on behind their backs. But everything will be coming up, and everybody will be also raising their vibrations more. As you know, as the energies are coming in stronger at this time. So we're having fun watching everything go on at the planet. People and energies coming up, people changing to a more positive atmosphere within themselves and outside of themselves. So this is quite a joy for all of us to see and to hear and to watch. So hopefully everybody is feeling these energies and feeling the presence of love and peace within themselves slowly arising to meet your goal. So if this is where everybody is, this is wonderful, beautiful. So we are standing behind you, all of us here who are around you and within you. So that's what I wanted to share today.
Beautiful. And is Takur, am I right in saying that Takur is seeing the other beings and that's why she's always glancing over at Miss Barbara?
Yeah, she sees a lot of things. She sees Spirit Coast when he's here. He plays with her. And that's when Barbara knows that he's here, because she loves him and she enjoys his presence. But there are other beings too. Barbara knows who they are, but she's not exactly sure of their names as of yet, but she's been working on that. She knows there's a lot of them around her. But Takur is very aware. As you know, cats can go from dimension to dimensions too very easily. And they also protect you during the night too. When they feel a presence in your room or in the house, they sometimes will come and lay with you in order to protect you from this.
And does my dog do this too? Or does he just stay for vibration?
They see vibrations, but they're not as into the vibrations of different dimensions as cats are. Cats, as you know, were famous in Egypt for their presence, for what they were able to do.
Beautiful.
Because cats are very beautiful, the energy that they have and the technology. I shouldn't say technology, but the energy that they have, that they can see all this.
Is there a message for us from the cats from the elemental realm, from the nature beings of them?
Oh, they're so happy and proud of all of you. They're so happy to work with you. They say blessings to all of you and much love, because we are so happy, so welcome to have you with us in our presence, and vice versa. But they're very pleased and very happy to work with you, be with you, to help you as needed.
Thank you. Susan, do you have anything?
Yeah, I was wondering if my assessment that my cat Emmy likes to stare at me to make sure that I'm still breathing at night in bed, or if she also is seeing other beings around me as well.
Both of those. She's doing both of those. She could possibly wait to give you CPR just in case you stop breathing. I'm just kidding, but she'll be down there. Both of them. She's staring at you. She also sometimes sees your energy when you meditate. It's almost like you fluctuate in and out of the dimensions. So she's watching that too. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, I was told once that when I go in astral travel, that it's almost like different parts of my soul kind of like balloons floating off this direction and some balloons floating off that direction, like a bunch of balloons that are kind of floating out to different destinations while I sleep. And then these different, I guess, soul aspects of myself, you know, come back together
Yes.
into my body, I guess, when I'm done traveling. But like, yeah, it's like different aspects of myself like split off and travel different places while I sleep, which is really interesting. I had a psychic medium friend tell me that. So let's see.
Your cat may travel with you sometimes too.
Yeah, that could be. Yeah, is there any message as far as who might want to channel through Wendy and I for our next Elemental Realm series event?
Say that again, the very last part.
So we've had some discussions about who might want to come through from the Elemental Realm for our next live channeling event. And I'm wondering if you're getting the name of any group in particular, elemental group, that would like to channel through us next.
Well, I feel, I'm not getting a name, but I'm feeling that it's one of the high-ranking elementals that will come through to channel at this event that you're going to be doing, or what you and what you're channeling. It's one of the high-ranking elementals that will come through. I mean, I have higher statue, I don't want to say king, I don't know if they really work that way.
I just heard the
kings,
elves.
it's just pretty much all even.
We hadn't focused on them before, and it hasn't been our discussion, but I just heard elves.
Okay.
Perhaps the tree elves, or
now
you
just
were, yes, and
they'll
Wendy was what, Lord Fleta, right?
Yeah,
Wendy?
Lord Fleta.
Was that of the elves? Was Lord Fleta of the elves?
He's actually Lord of all of the nature beings, all of the elemental realm.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Right,
Okay.
Good to know.
I'm not picking up too much on that other than just that.
Oh, I have a question.
Thank you. Yeah, go ahead, Wendy.
Random. I had this dream where I was in a solarium and there was a gentleman reading my book. And I walked past him and it was very comfortable. And I was like looking out this beautiful kind of like a glass container. And I was looking out, just enjoying like how lovely the plants and everything were. And then plus like a greenhouse, there was, you know, plants inside as well. And I kind of remember seeing a small being, and I'm pretty sure a gnome. But then I remember looking over and saying, oh, he's reading my book. So was my book the Akashic records he was reading, or was it my book that I'm writing and producing? Because it was a kind of a thick book.
So he's written your book that you're writing and producing, is what you said.
Right. So I'm in the middle of writing a book.
He was curious. Maybe he might be giving you some hints in your astral dreams and stuff.
Ah, wonderful. Thank you.
Well, I'm going to go right now.
Before you leave, we're getting ready to go to Scotland and Ireland, and I've had a focus and intention of doing a clearing because there's been so many, you know, wars around castles and the land. So I'm wondering, can we maybe join together and just do a blessing over like these areas of castles for those two countries?
Yes, that'd be beautiful. You want me to do the blessing?
Yes, that would be wonderful. And we'll just put our hearts first. I
just want to make sure that was clear. So I'm just going to go ahead and say it in my language, in another language.
Sure. Thank you.
Hata hainia, hakashita ko, hata hanata kinana, hiato kutopata, siasa sanakasha na ata, kiana hatora, kana hayato, kipiata ha, tana kisitiato kosha, hiata nanakiata. Bless all those who live in that Ireland area and all the beautiful greenery that is there with all the elementals, the spiritual realm and all that. The blessing will truly become very happy with the energies that you will be given it when you visit, and the blessings that you will be given, and everything that can bring them up more to release all that energy of the negativity from the wars so that they can be free to roam and do as they please within the beautiful landscapes with all the people and all that lives there. Blessings to Ireland and all things. I'm losing my voice here.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. I feel so much energy on my own being from that. So much love to you.
Much love to all of you. Blessings.
Thank you for coming today.
It's my
Blessings.
pleasure. I'm starting to get a pain in my left side where my lung is. And I started to,
Clearing.
I don't know if it's my kidney. I haven't drank kidneys. I haven't drinking that much water.
Wow.
So how did that resonate with you?
No,
That
that's really
was-
good.
Really good.
Because I'm starting to talk to bring them in before, instead of waiting for them. Who
Yeah.
else said that? Somebody else said to start talking, they will come in.
Yeah.
So it's like,
It was
I
that.
know.
it
I
was-
know. What Wendy, you say that a lot. It's like
Yeah,
if
I
I'm
do.
taking too long, you're like, just start speaking light language, or just
start
start
talking.
just start
Right.
talking. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And the reason is because while we're in our physical being, we're thinking, oh, they're out here and have to like connect in, drop into us. And before, I think we were working with like breathe in their energy into the body, like through each chakra. But because we're at a higher frequency now, we don't really have to breathe them in like that anymore. We are more, how do I want to say it? Like the merge is more easily made once we've already got the intention to channel. And because we've been working on this for, over a year, and you guys sometimes maybe 2 years. And then even before that, before we really even knew that we were channeling, we were already channeling, right? So it's kind of like the merge is easier. So once we've got the intention, okay, I'm going to bring somebody through. And then once you start to say, like, I'm allowing, and then they just will like drop into your throat chakra, and like the rest of the connection is there. Like, it's like this, it's almost like, okay, it's like, we're waiting. Okay, you're starting. Okay, we're connected. It kind of goes like that. So when it starts flowing, more freely, and you're not having to be like, okay, am I getting the message or I'm not getting the message, that, that the connection, it starts slow, and then boom, you like sink in. So that's.
Because they're always around you, but waiting to come in, right?
Yes.
Especially
And that's why we're getting our
spirit
telepathic messages so much easier now too.
Tesi kaya tutoya hitea ko. Azikitia teo sakataya koa. Hitia kia ho sakataya tutoya hia. Hia sikia haya sakutoya hia sakataya tutoya hia kia ho sakatia. Hia sakahia ho tete hia sakutoya kia ho yatia sakataya tutoya yatia. Hea seakia hoa sakakia o sakatea I toko te taia ti tia o sakatea tuko a ia te ko hasea o kia hia I te o kotoia ia te ia koto ia hia hea sako ia hea sako to taia toko te ia te toko a ia sakahia ia to ia hia te o ko Hei sio kotahia I tuko I etikia ia toko taia ki a hoa se a I te a hia sio kotia uto ia ki te a usaka ia te hea uko a te a ko hia se a kotia isi ki a tutu ia te a titi a uko te hia ia titi a usaka te ia kaya te a uko hia sio kotahia I tutu ia dia ia kotaia ki te o suko a ia te a Hea siki te teo ia kai a ri toko ia hea ia siki a uta ia ti toko Hia sia kutea ia kia tu ia hia sikia to kotea ia te aia to kota ia te tia kotoa ia hia ia te kua. Tia siwo i te ia tia koto ia tia kua ia sikitia tututu ia hia ta ia katea o sikitea o ko hia sikuto ia hia sikia to koto ia tia kua ia sikitia hia sikahi o ko tae o koto ia titia ia kia ia sikuto ia tia ia ko kia sikia ia ko ia tia ko sikia ia totuia ia sikia katia to koto ia ia ko ia tia ia sikia titia ko sikata ia hoa ia te kia hia sukaya ia tia ia toko ia hia ko sikata ia to titia tia koto ia hia ia sikua ia tia ko ia tia ia kia ko hia ia sukuto ia tia hia sukuia ia tia yukutia ia sikia sikutoto ia.
Thank you for these clearing energies. They're very powerful, and I appreciate the work that you are doing for us. I got the message that you are raising our frequency, our energies to match yours more readily, and that we are both getting this energy charge, this understanding, this connection.
I saw a white lion's face, but I also saw like a white tiger's face. And just confirming if it's the Lyran Council from earlier or a tiger clan.
I wrote down earlier the Lyran Council of Nine. Ask. I'm hearing you are correct. We are here. We are here. We are the Lyran Council of Nine.
Yes, I am Cyrus, spokesperson of the Lyran Council of Nine.
Cyrus, thank you so much for coming.
I am a white tiger humanoid being. This one was also seeing other members of the council that are white lions of Lyra, some of which whom you've already connected with.
Is Charlie there? Or is this another group?
We are another group.
Okay. Thank you for letting us know. Does she need another minute to acclimate? I know I was getting a lot of clearing too as you guys were coming through.
Yes.
And more clearing again. Thank you.
We are helping you to transmute levels of density that are ready to be released at this time.
Is this collective density?
Both of the collective and of the individual.
Very good.
From this and other lifetimes. That we are aligned with galactic alchemy practices, that we are able to assist you at this time with some of this transmutation work that you are doing, and also manifesting what you wish to create in the coming years. You may call upon us to assist you in this way.
What would you like us to know that maybe is not in our awareness yet?
That you have come a long way with your heart expansion, your heart clearing, but there is still a ways to go. Continue to acknowledge whatever comes up for you that you are feeling, as this one was feeling pain in the heart area or the heart palpitations that David has been experiencing, that these bodily sensations are coming into your awareness for the purpose of acknowledging and surrendering them, releasing them at this time, sending love to them, to these old emotions, these old experiences that are arising within you for your own healing, for your own forgiveness work, for your own loving energy to be sent to these blocked, if you will, formerly blocked energies that you can send your love to dissolve them, to send them to Creator, to be welcomed back into the Creator's heart, or any attachments you may have been feeling, or outer interference or implants that you become aware of. You have the power to release these things, to send them back from whence they came, or send them to Creator with the Creator's love, so that they can be restored in alignment with the all that is.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for assisting us with those clearings. I'm feeling refreshed and buzzed. May I ask, are we both on the Lyran Council of Nine? I have recognized that oftentimes beings that we're channeling are actually beings of our own soul's existence and path. I know it makes sense to you what I'm saying.
Yes, very astute of you to recognize this. For you have been assisting us in your astral journeys. You've been doing work with our council as well as others that you are aware of, the Arcturian Council, the Orion Council, working with the Pleiadians as well, and the Syrian Collective. Wherever you feel called to assist, that you are both great warriors of the light. You are very dedicated to your purpose, to your mission to bring the higher frequencies into embodiment through your beings, to be assimilated into the collective, to hold this vibration for Gaia and all of her inhabitants, and your capacity to embody this light is growing. Your abilities are ascending as you ascend into your crystalline form, crystalline energetic form, that your light quotient, your capacity to handle these greater influxes of light codes arriving at this time, that are continuing to ramp up this year and in future years, that your spiritual practices, your work, your meditations, your intentions are all assisting with greater and greater levels of soul expansion on your path forward. So do not resist this. Surrender and follow your heart on your path forward. Do not doubt your capacity to do this work, as you are great creator beings that have come at this time to assist all of humanity, to assist your galactic and human brothers and sisters, and those of the nature realms, elemental realms, that you also have had lifetimes in as well. Stay the course, follow your heart, expand the love within you for yourself and others. Visualize your light expanding outwards to encompass all of Gaia. Hold her in your loving embrace. As the God sparks you are.
Thank you very much. Now, I take it that this is her Lyran self. And then does this make me, if she's the white tiger, does this make me the white lion?
You can consider us to be galactic guides, but
Well played.
we are not necessarily your aspects.
Yes, yes.
But that we are your guides from the higher realm, as your comrades, as fellow members of the council working together.
Okay.
Of the collective of councils, of the many different councils that you are a part of,
Okay.
that we are working together as friends, as your guides.
Okay, that makes sense. So then do I present as Morana? Because I am familiar with myself as Morana, as a white lioness female.
Yes, this is your higher self, yes. And this one had a lifetime that she is aware of already as a female military commander, Camille, where she was well respected and honored for her leadership abilities.
I was provided with an image of Morana, and she has magic surrounding her so completely that I know that being here in, in the current energy, although I feel like I'm not really third dimensional anymore. I feel like I'm fourth and verging on fifth most of the time. Because
yes, you both are.
yeah. I feel like the threshold of 5 is just right around the corner. But still having in this also is why she and I are having difficulties staying focused on our jobs and in our, shall we say, procrastination with having to do the 3D things that that sustain us in our day-to-day factions, if you will.
Just acknowledge, affirm for yourselves that you are on the right path, that whatever occurs is for your best and highest good, that you will continue to transform your energies and to trust that when the time comes to transition to the 5th dimension, for a greater I guess time spans, even though in that dimension time doesn't exist, or actually in general time doesn't exist, but as you continue to transcend this plane of karma and release yourself from the karmic cycles, that you will naturally, that these third dimensional restrictions will naturally continue to fall away, and know that that abundance is your birthright, that you are powerful creators that can create your reality, that once you acknowledge that it is all a game, that is just fear-based programming about feeling stable, feeling secure in your physical reality, knowing that these beliefs about your third dimensional employments of needing to follow along with what you've been told you need to do to feel safe, that continue to affirm that you are safe, that you are abundantly provided for, that you are prosperous in every way, that once, as you continue to hold the energies of prosperity, of limitlessness, of expansion, and continue to expand these higher vibrations, that you will continue to transcend what you have been trained to believe that you are required to do on this earthly plane, and realize that your greatest requirement is to follow your joy, follow your bliss, follow your soul's expansion in growing and learning and raising your vibration to ascend. For in this work, you are benefiting not only yourself, but the entire human collective. And this is one of the greatest endeavors for you to pursue in the coming years.
Fantastic.
That all else shall naturally fall away when it is due time.
Perfect. Recently we had, during past channelings, we had a couple people come through that I kind of would like to ask if you can connect and give us the message that was coming through. So Chief Running Waters came up for me. So I was wondering what tribe he was with and what messages he may have had.
He is Seneca, S-E-N-E-C-A, Seneca. It's part of the Iroquois Nation.
What did he want me to know? Or did he just want the name to be in front of me so that I would start to investigate my own learnings?
Yeah, he wishes for you to connect with him. He wishes to share his knowledge of a fair and just society to provide inspiration for your creative intentions, to assist in you bringing forth your energies in the creation of the new earth, in creating similar to what was created in the Iroquois Confederacy, the Iroquois Nation, the government structure that existed in that partnership amongst the various tribes at that time, I believe 5 tribes, in working in collaboration, in peace, in harmony, to benefit the whole rather than the individual.
I understand. Thank you for that information from Chief Running Waters. And today I was sending everybody information about connecting in with the Trinity Lords. And I felt a lot of energy and clearing that happened with working with the Trinity Lords. And that was from what I was checking, going from what I had already accomplished at 30% with this magnetic field being broadened, going from 30 to 70%. And so is that part of what is assisting all of us to be able to hold this more light? Like each time we're doing one of
Yes,
these.
it is a consciousness expansion to hold greater and greater levels of expansion or consciousness, expanding your consciousness, expanding your light quotient. So yes, it will assist with embodying more light codes, being able to hold the accelerated frequencies that are coming in to the planet.
So then when I walked into the temple and I saw what looked like sparklers in those raised, the big circular cement beds that were on either side of the temple, this arched temple that I was walking through, was that me lighting it up? Or was that already in the temple? Originally, I just thought it was in the temple, but just all of a sudden it popped in my mind that maybe I brightened it when I walked in the temple to sparkle it, but I don't know.
It is part of the temple, but it is meant to spark or ignite the golden Christed light within you. That is, it has the capability of connecting with your consciousness to expand the golden Christed light within you. If that makes sense.
It does. And then I also saw light language that looked like a dot in like an arc, kind of a backwards comma, if you will. And it looked very thick, like almost like a pipe in a small sun. What was that light language message? Was that just the golden consciousness making itself aware to me?
Was it gold in color?
It was golden color. And I did show Susan what it looked like. So I think she has the image in her mind of what it was. Just that dot and that little arc. And if there was more to it, I don't recall. That was the part that stood out in my mind that I saw kind of flash.
Getting that its meaning is planetary ascension.
Okay. Cool. I also was once told that there's a Yeti that wants to connect with me, and a fairy that's in a lavender dress. I know the Yeti was me, but did I have a name?
This was a lifetime of yours?
I think so, yes. And this was around the time, the first trip of Mount Shasta in 2021, that the Yeti kind of reached out to me and said he wanted to connect with me. And it was shortly after we had connected with Sally Sasquatch.
Yeah.
Based on our linear time in the non-time lives.
Yeah, I'm getting, yes, this was you. Former lifetime. Let's see if I have a name. Bapunt. Pronounce Bapunt. Bapunt?
Got it. Ba Punt.
Bapunt.
And did
Or
Ba
a
Punt have a message for me?
more
Was
of
it just
a-
about working with bringing snow?
Connect with the Himalayan mountains.
Okay, and I have done that.
Provide, yes, continue to provide your assistance for ancestral clearing
Okay.
or sending ancestral healing and clearing to and sending love and compassion to the Yetis in that region that have been hunted, that have been misunderstood, that wish to live in peace in their natural environment.
Okay. Thank you for that further understanding, because I was just kind of stuck on the snow and sending love.
Yeah, just sending intentions for peace and harmony between the Yeti and the humans that visit that region, that they wish to be treated with respect and honor and not have their homeland disrupted.
Beautiful. Thank you. And then I got a message from one of my friends who is an aspect, or his higher self is Archangel Michael. And he said that he saw me floating on water, and that and little fairy with a really pretty lavender dress was teaching me at the time. While I floated on my back. And this was maybe a couple weeks ago, so not too far in the past from my timeline.
Were you given a name, or you were looking for
I
a
did
name?
not have a name given. So
Let's see. You were floating on the surface of the water.
yeah, like floating on my back, like
Back.
next to a river, or I'm not sure if it was a river or a pool. But prior to that, I had a lot of hanging onto log dreams, or sitting on a log dream.
I'm getting that she is an iris fairy, connected with irises that grow along the water's edge.
Oh.
Let's see if,
Was this also me?
let me see if what her name is, though. Her name is Charity. Charity. It's her
Thank
name.
you.
And that feel like she's connected with the energy of Archangel Jophiel in the sense wanting you to recognize the beauty all around you, the beauty that surrounds you, all the abundance that Gaia gives you, to be in a state of wonder throughout your day at all of the miracles that Gaia provides in nature for you to connect with.
Wonderful. And now, did Susan have, she said she also saw kind of a tree being's face before connecting in with the Lyran Council of Nine, Cyrus. Got it right. Did that tree being have a message for her? Or tree elf? I'm just hearing tree elf.
You were correct in your assessment that the tree elves do wish to channel through you. That this one has spoken their light language before, but not channeled them as of
Correct, I
yet.
remember that.
So both of you, please connect with the tree elves, connect with the trees, send love to the trees as well as the tree elves.
Is that who Ed and Fred are? I've connected to them. They're guardians, as I was connecting with two trees in my neighborhood. And I think it's been over a year ago when I first connected with them, asking who were the guardians in the area. And then I got Fred and Ed, but I also got them associated with two trees that are very unique, and really their bark is just gorgeous. But are they tree elves?
No, there is a consciousness of the tree itself, just like your body has a body elemental.
Yes, understood.
That the bodies of the trees also have their own consciousness, and also there is the tree collective consciousness, similar to the human collective, but the tree elves do assist with the health and vitality of the trees. But you said Ed and Fred?
Yeah, Fred, he's the bigger tree, and Ed, he's the younger tree.
Those are the names of the tree beings themselves.
Ah,
But you can inquire as to the tree elves that assist their health and vitality.
beautiful. Thank you. Does she have other questions that you can assist her with that are in her mind?
Yes, she needs to surrender her self-doubt and resistance. And embrace change. Embrace the changes that are unfolding for her, and trust that she will be loved and supported along the way. There is truly nothing to fear. that drop into the heart more and follow its guidance. Set aside time for your daily meditations once more and connect with us of the higher realms. Connect through the heart. Surrender and open to the messages that we bring forth without allowing your mind to get in the way, allowing your ego's interference. Return to these practices as much as you are able, preferably daily. Connect within as much as possible. And expand your love vibration that you are. Be in peace, be in bliss, be in joy. Connect with your elemental friends and the tree guardians on your property as well. That is all.
Thank you. Are there any galactic messages that the council would like us to know at this time? Are there, the star is Lyra, correct? Should we be connecting more with the star, or sending just love or light, or what can we assist with?
Set the intention before you fall asleep at night to connect with us in your dream time, to assist in whatever way is needed at a particular time. For there are various activities to support the tilting axis, the wobbling
Right.
that's occurring, and assisting to hold it in place, not only our council, but many others, as well as stabilizing your weather patterns on the planet to minimize destruction as much as we are able to. But know that there are some experiences that have been preordained as part of soul contracts, as part of those that have agreed to take part in various catastrophic events such as earthquakes or tsunamis or things of that nature, that just send your love and support to those affected by these occurrences, and know that this was a soul's choice to be in these areas of the planet, to have these experiences, and that no one experiences undue suffering that wasn't part of their pre-birth agreement.
Thank you so much for your beautiful assistance. I promise you that we will be connecting with you an evening before our astral travels with the setting the intention, because you did so much beautiful work for us today. And still continuing on.
Yes. Okay, I will leave you now with a blessing.
Thank you, Cyrus.
To support your soul's growth.
Oh, I love it.
Tosia kitia ua sakatai te ko sakatio sayata kita koto te ayeta o sakatia ti ko ayata kio sakatia to te ayeta titia koto ayasakta yetoko hasia kupa yasikito tetikia otoko tetia yasakatito sakatito tikito to ayeta yitiki ta dia yuko Hazaki, I think you need to go to Yayati, Kotoya Siku, Yatiki, Tutu, Yatika, Tukuto, Yayati, Hasiki, Tekotakia, Osakatako, Yatiki, Kototo, Yatayokoto, Hasaki Hayoko, Esikiti, Osika, Yatiko, Yatikoto, Yata Yaiki, is. Hiazayo, Sayatia, Oko, Sakatea, Oko, Sakatea, Ko, Ita, Oko, Hazia, Kotayako, Sikatio, Sikatia, Aya, Hazia, Kotodia, Sikito, Ahia, Kototo, Hazaya, Totokia, Yitia, Hikia, Wotoyetia, Sikatia, Sakatea, Toto, Hazia, Kia, Sikia, Siku, Yetitatia, Yetia, Yokotoyetia. Haziku ayatia o sikia hiku ayete ayato ayete agukia ayete ti agukia I hazia waya se ayato ayete ketayato I si aguko Tiasi tia ko itia sikito to ayato to itia sikitia. Blessings.
Before you leave, one last question. Does the number 9 represent number of members or the 9th dimension or both?
It represents the number of members. We are in the 7th dimension, but we are able to lower our vibration to meet you where you are, though your higher aspects are also in our dimension.
Thank you.
Creator being selves.
Thank you so much. Blessings. We send you our love and our light. Sending the gold
Blessings.
ray to you now from our hearts.
Tisaya toya sikaya sokuya sikitaya totoa tisia. You are blessed, you are honored.
Thank you.
You are the light.
I can't remember the last time I did so much yawning.
Yes. Yeah, I couldn't stop yawning. But like when you spoke light language after I spoke light language, when I was bringing it, like I was getting like all this third eye activation, like tingling in my crown and my third eye,
Wow.
and like when I was bringing them into like my lower legs and feet were like vibrating.
I kept getting
I
like
was
complete
getting
chills.
vibration, yeah, in my, especially my third eye and crown. But I could feel.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit right in here right now.
It was a lot of energy. So there's some moments where, and I kept yawning to, which I think was helping me hold their energy. But
oh, I was feeling them come in. I was like, oh my God, here we go.
I didn't yawn. I just went to sleep. I was so tired earlier. I don't know what
Well,
happened.
yeah.
Knocked you right out.